Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kate and I am going to be doing Vlogmas this year. Vlogmas is just kind of vlogging throughout the month of December. I have previously tried to do videos on my YouTube channel in the past, once with makeup and then another time with fitness. And both times I kind of just burnt out and didn't keep doing them. And I just kind of realized that I think it was because I was trying to put myself into a box where I have like many interests, not just fitness, not just makeup, and just focusing my channel on one thing specifically isn't really what interests me, to be honest. I like a lot of things, like I mentioned. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of get into Vlogmas this year and do a bunch of different kind of videos and just see like what I like to do best. I had originally thought that I was going to post a video of me decorating for Christmas on December 1st today, but I filmed everything on my camera and don't have the cord to hook my camera up to my laptop to edit the video. So I had to order a new one on Amazon. So that will be up later this week. So I just thought today I would sit down and do kind of a get to know me type video. I just Googled like questions that you could get to know me if I answered, and I have 15 of them here, so hopefully it's just kind of like a short little video, and I'm going to go through and answer them. And yeah, if you have any suggestions for videos for this month or just in general, please leave them in the comments below. I would love to know what what you would be interested in seeing from me. But yeah, if you're interested in getting to know me a little bit better, then just keep watching. So for the first question I just have it in a list on my phone. He looks so scared. Why do you look so scared? Oh my god. You're so cute. Everybody else is laying up on the bed just like watching me. But this little boy, I'm so needy. Huh. I promise he's not scared. He's just like, I don't know, a little weirdo. But so for the first question, I have, if you could live anywhere, where would it be? And honestly, it would be exactly where I'm at right now. I am living back in my hometown of Clare, Michigan. And for the past 2 years, I have lived out of state with my fiance. And I just got like really homesick, and we're going to be getting married next year and then like eventually having kids. And I just knew that I wanted to have us be back like around family. Both of our families are from Michigan, and when I think about like us having kids and everything, I really want them to grow up around their cousins. So if I could live anywhere, it would definitely be here in Clare. Question number 2, what would you change about yourself if you could? I feel like when I chose this question, I knew what I would change. I don't know. I think that it would be that I'm like really hard on myself. I expect myself to do everything perfectly. So like me doing this YouTube video and kind of getting back into doing YouTube videos again, I like look at myself like I failed the last 2 times. I failed with the makeup, I failed with the fitness, and so I just kind of, I expect myself to be perfect in everything that I do, and that kind of is a shortfall of mine, where if I don't do it exactly how I expected it to be done, then I failed. And I need to stop viewing it like that. I think everything is kind of a learning experience, and just because I didn't keep doing those 2 things doesn't mean that I necessarily failed at it. I just realized like that's not what I should be doing, I guess. So yeah, if I could just change one thing, it would be to stop putting such high expectations on myself, I guess. Question number 3, what makes you laugh the most? Well, since Cashew's sitting on my lap, when Cashew gets the zoomies, it's the funniest thing in the world, huh, Bubba? Yeah, but I would say just being around family. I think that my family is honestly like some of the funniest people in the world. Like I love when it's my whole family together, because I just think we laugh so much. Like, our love language is kind of picking on each other and like saying things that might be perceived as rude, but we just think it's so funny, like picking on each other. I always have so much fun being around family, and that's why I'm just so happy to be back here in my hometown around everybody, because I honestly am like the most happy when I'm with my family, and they're just really funny. If money was no object, what would you do all day? So I feel like I would do a lot of things. If money was no object, then obviously I would love to not have to work. I don't want to have to work. I really want to just be a stay-at-home mom and raise my babies to be the best people that they could be. I want to be able to go on field trips with them and like wake up and make their lunches, and like if somebody forgot a book, I want to be able to like run the book up to the school. Obviously like shopping is always fun, retail therapy. But I would probably just like wake up, if I had kids at the time, take care of my kids, take them to school, come home, clean the house. It's like such things that I feel like girls are like totally getting away from. Like they want to have their own career, which I think is great. But that's just not really me. Like I want to be a housewife. I want to take care of my family. I want to cook really good meals for them. I want to keep my house clean. Yeah. So if money was no object, I would be a stay-at-home mom. Right now, I guess a stay-at-home dog mom, and then when I have kids, a stay-at-home people mom. Question number 5, where do you see yourself in 5 years? So I think that kind of goes along with it. In 5 years, I'm going to be married. Josh and I are going to get married next year, and then hopefully start having babies as long as everything is all good with our reproductive health. TMI, I don't know. But yeah, hopefully having babies in 5 years. In 5 years, I'll be 29. So I hope that I have at least like 3 kids. I really want 4 kids. So yeah, I hope that I have like a couple kids and we are living on a big property that we built a house on, and we can have like farm animals. And yeah, I really want to build a house on land. When I envision it, it's like a piece of land with a lot of trees around it. Like our house is just kind of nestled into the trees, and like a long driveway back to it. At least like by the time I'm 29, like 2 or 3 healthy kids. Yeah, my family's all healthy and happy, and everybody's just doing what they love. Question 6, what would you do if you won the lottery? If I won the lottery right now, honestly, first thing I would do is pay off all my student debt, because yeah, student debt is honestly the worst. And then I would just pay off like anybody else's debt that my family has, and then probably build a house on the land and give money to my family to be able to do the same. Yeah, it would be really nice, because then money would be no option, and then I would just be doing everything that I want to be doing, I guess. Question 7, what's your favorite type of foreign food? I love Korean food. I think I tried it for the first time, like, I can't remember, probably like 5 years ago, and it was like down in Detroit, and I think Detroit has like a pretty big Korean population, so there's a lot of like really good small family-owned Korean restaurants. So I tried Korean food there, and then I found a Korean restaurant actually in Mount Pleasant, Michigan, which is where Central Michigan University is, and it's just like a small little place in like a strip mall, and they have really good Korean food too. So I think that Korean food is probably my favorite. Second favorite, I think sushi is Japanese. So I would say Japanese, because I love sushi. Like I could eat sushi every single day of my life. No joke. I would be so happy, actually. Question 8, are you a clean or messy person? I I'm a clean person. I like to have my house be clean. I like my house to smell good. But I feel like if it's a mess that I've made and that I'm like controlling, so like if I have a little bit of clutter somewhere, I'm okay with it because it's mine, which is probably like not the best thing. But if like Josh leaves a cluttery mess, I'm like, can you please pick up this mess? Like if he like has a pile of mail somewhere, then like I'm like, okay, can you please clean up this mail? But like if it was my mail, then I think that it wouldn't bother me as much. So I'm a clean person. I like to keep spaces clean, but if there's like clutter that I made, then I'm okay with it, I guess, which I should probably work on that, to be honest. Question 9, what's your favorite fast food chain? My favorite fast food chain is definitely Taco Bell. Yeah, I love Taco Bell, honestly. It's just so good. Like, people that don't like Taco Bell, I'm like, are you crazy? Taco Bell is my favorite. I could eat Taco Bell literally every day. It's like so bad for you, but I totally could do it. Yeah, Taco Bell. Okay, question 10. How old were you when you learned that Santa wasn't real, and how did you find out? I don't think I found out specifically. I don't think that there was like, I don't think that, I don't think like I saw anything. I think maybe kids in my class. I was like 10, so probably like 3rd grade. Wait, am I 10 in 3rd grade? No, I'm not 10 in 3rd grade. How old? Like 9, 8? I'm like 10 in 5th grade, so 9. So I was like 8 maybe. I don't know. I'd have to ask my mom specifically on the age, but I just remember like I think kids being like, "Oh, Santa's not real. Santa's not real," and I was like, "Yeah, I don't think Santa's real either." And I went home and I was like talking to my mom outside, I think by our garage, and I was like, "Mom, you just need to tell me that Santa's not real because I know that he's not real." And I'm the oldest of 3, so I have 2 younger brothers than me, and I remember her being like, okay, but you cannot ruin it for your brothers. Like, if you tell your brothers that Santa's not real, then I'm gonna be so mad at you. So, like, I just knew, I was like, I knew it. I knew Santa wasn't real. And I just, like, I don't know, I felt, like, so proud that I knew it. And so I could be, like, not, like, a child, I guess. Like, why do we want to grow up so bad? Like, why did I want to ruin Santa for myself? Like, I don't get it. No fun. You are too big, girl. You are too big, girl. No. Girlfriend. Hi. You're too big. Go lay down. Go lay down. He is literally dragging himself across the floor to itch his chest. Oh my god. Ridiculous. I guess I'm gonna get a drink. Sorry about my voice, by the way. I'm like just getting over being sick. And so it's like super raspy. I remember like in 8th grade, every time I would get sick, I would lose my voice like this. And then like all of the guys would be like, oh, Kate's going through puberty, and like every time I lose my voice now, that's like what it reminds me of, which is so lame. But anyways, like I was saying, I don't know why as kids like you want to grow up so fast. Like I was just so happy that I knew Santa wasn't real, and like that's just so sad to me because I feel like when I have kids, I want them to believe in like the magic of Santa for as long as possible. And oh my god, Nova, sit, baby girl, sit. I'm just gonna have to like itch her chest. I'm like sitting on my bedroom floor, so that's why they're like able to be all over me. But they love to look out the window at people, and it's like really snowing right now, so that's why I think that they just like. And then Cashew's back. Oliver's trying to drink my coffee. Please don't, Bubba. Okay, but anyways, it's like messing with the light since I'm filming on my laptop. I hope this is fine. But yeah. Anyways, wrapping up about Santa. I wish that I wouldn't have like forced my mom to tell me that Santa wasn't real, because like after that I just feel like Christmas is just like not as magical anymore. And I definitely didn't ruin it for my brothers. I remember when Tyler found out, like he was so upset, and I definitely wasn't the one to tell them because it was kind of cool to like be able to like still like help my parents keep Santa Claus alive for my brothers, I guess. Question 11, what's the craziest thing you've done in the name of love? I would say moving across the country. When Josh and I first started dating, we had met through mutual friends. He was on leave in the Navy, and he was coming from Guam to move to San Diego. And so I met him while he was on leave here because he's from Michigan as well, and he was up at Central Michigan University to hang out with some friends. Yeah, we met. We hung out like 4 times, I think. I remember the night before he was leaving to drive to San Diego, I drove down to Livonia. That's where he's from, and we went to a Red Wings game, and we like stayed the night together. And I remember like in the middle of the night being like, so what is this? Just kind of like feeling it out, I guess. And he was just like, I can be faithful to you if you can be faithful to me. And so we kind of just decided to jump into a long distance relationship. I had been single for like 4 years, I think. I had dated like a guy in between there for like a couple months, but nothing really serious. And so when I met Josh, I kind of just felt like it was different. I hadn't ever met anybody that was that made me feel the way that he made me feel. I was actually like really excited. I'm pretty picky when it comes to guys. It's not like I just decided like I'm not dating for 4 years. I just like never found somebody that I was that interested in to like actually date and like make it into a serious relationship, because I'm the type of person that when I date for long term. Like if I'm gonna date you, then I think that this could potentially lead to like marriage and stuff like that. So yeah, we started dating. We did long distance. Blah blah. Oh, we did long distance so it was like October, November, December, January, February, March. So we did it for long distance for 6 months, but for like 3 weeks out of that in January, I went to San Diego where he was living, and I stayed with him for like 3 weeks. And kind of like halfway through our long distance, I knew to make it work, like I needed to probably move out there with him. He was in the Navy, so it's not like he could just like up and move wherever and like do that sort of thing. So I had talked to my family. My family was super supportive of me moving across the country to be with him. And so we just kind of like talked about it. And he was all for me moving out there with him. So in March of 2017, I moved to San Diego to live with him, and we lived in San Diego for 6 months. And then when he got out of the Navy, we moved to Arizona because he got a job in Arizona. So we lived in Arizona for 2 years, and now we are back in Michigan. He's not back yet. He'll be back hopefully the second week of December. So yeah, I think craziest thing I did for love was move my whole life across the country, but it definitely worked out for the best, and I'm really grateful and thankful for the experiences that I had doing that. Question 12. What was your favorite subject in school? So this is going to be like super weird because I don't think this is like anybody's favorite subjects, but I loved math and I loved chemistry. I was really good at both of them. So I think that's why, because I think that you tend to like things that you're good at. So I was really good at math and chemistry. So I really enjoyed those. My math teacher and chemistry teachers were also like, my chemistry teacher was also, they were really cool. I think they were like the coolest teachers in our school. So that really helped too. But yeah, actually, after I graduated, I went to Central Michigan University, and I thought that I was going to do a major in chemistry and go and work for a cosmetics company as like a chemist. But high school chemistry and college chemistry are 2 different levels. So I did decently well in my first Chem 131 class, and then when I started doing Chem 132, yeah, I totally dropped that class because I was just like, okay, no, this is not for me. But in high school, math and chemistry were my 2 favorite. Question 13, are you an introvert or an extrovert? I am 1000% an introvert, and I think that sometimes people are like, "Oh no, you're an extrovert. Like you're super friendly and outgoing to people." And it's like people that I know or that people that I'm comfortable with, I am very friendly and outgoing with them. Um but as an introvert, I get super exhausted really easily with a lot of social interactions. So I she looks so creepy. Girlfriend, can you go lay down? Um, anyways, so as like an introvert, I get really exhausted really easily with social interaction. So if I'm spending a lot of time with people where I have to be like friendly and outgoing, I mean you don't have to be, but I am. Um, I need a lot of time after that by myself to kind of recoup, I guess, which is technically what an introvert is. If you get exhausted in social situations, then you are technically an introvert. And I love my own company. I would honestly, I'm so fine sitting at home all day by myself and my dogs. Yeah, I'm like 100% fine with that. So, and I know like there's people that just like would go crazy doing that. And so, yeah, obviously I love like being around Josh and when Josh is here. I think that's why it works out so well cuz it's not like exhausting being around Josh. Like we kind of can take like our own space and yeah, I never feel like, oh my God, I need a break from you. Like, I love being around him 24/7. And so I think that's kind of like how I knew that he was like the one because I never have ever gotten sick of him. And every time that we have had to take time apart, it makes me really sad and I really miss him. So, question 14, does your family have a motto, spoken or unspoken? I wouldn't say that my family has like a specific motto, but my parents have always taught us, ever since we were young, to treat everyone with respect and that you never know what someone is going through. And I'm super grateful for that. And so I just think that my parents like instilling that like everybody is going through something and to treat everyone with respect and kindness honestly was the best thing that they ever did for us because no matter what through school everything like I always wanted to just treat everyone nicely. I never wanted to yeah, I always knew like someone was probably going through something and yeah, I'm really just grateful that my parents always told us that. But if someone didn't respect me, then I didn't respect them. And that's probably something that isn't the greatest attitude to have. But if I felt disrespected or someone was like coming at me, then I had a tendency to kind of come back because it's like, don't treat me with disrespect. You know, I'm like the type of person, I think that there's a meme and it's like, your attitude dictates my attitude, so how are we gonna act today or something like that. I'm pretty much like that. Like if you're going to treat me badly, then I'm gonna treat you badly. I'm just kind of like a mirror, which probably isn't the best because like if an adult disrespects me, then I'm just like, okay, like back at you, you know. And like people always like respect your elders and stuff like that, but I have always had a hard time with that because it's like if I'm not being respected by them, then they shouldn't expect me to respect them, you know? I don't know. Leave me a comment if that's like bad or if you feel the same way, I guess. The last question, question 15, if you had a warning label, what would yours say? This probably isn't the best one to leave off on, but I think it would probably say something about like how my face doesn't always reflect actually how I'm feeling. I think everybody has always told me that I have like an RBF, resting B word face. Um, and yeah, it's just my face. Like I don't know. I'm not mean. I'm not a mean person, I promise. But I think that my face, when I'm not like showing happiness or something, people are like, oh my God, like what a biatch. And I just like, that makes me really sad because I'm honestly not. I really honestly want everyone to like me at all times. I never want people to think that I'm mean or that I don't care or anything. And I think because I'm an introvert, on top of having like an RBF, people kind of perceive me the wrong way. I know that like everybody that has always like met me after just like seeing me has always been like, oh my god, like I thought you were gonna be so mean and such a mean girl, and I got to know you and you're like not at all. And I'm like, I know, like story of my life. Honestly, it just makes me so sad because I genuinely want everyone to like me at all times. And so yeah, it's hard when your face doesn't reflect that all the time, I guess. But yeah, that's the last question I have. I guess I'm gonna have to go cuddle my dogs because they are needing a lot of attention right now. I hope that you guys learned something new about me, or a whole lot of something new about me. And yeah, leave me a comment if you have like an idea for videos that you want to see from me. Like I mentioned, I'm gonna be doing a decorate for Christmas with me. I just have to wait until my cord comes in the mail so I can like hook everything up to my computer. So that video is coming. I'm thinking about doing like kind of day in my life. I work from home now, so I mean it's probably not like super interesting, but I don't know. We'll give it a shot and I'll see how it goes. But yeah, if you have like any other video ideas, let me know. Josh will be here, like I said, hopefully the second week of December. So I'm hoping we can do like a Q&A between us. I would have loved to do a Q&A where like people on my Instagram left me questions in like that little box that you can do on your stories, but I was nervous that like no one was gonna put any questions in, so that's why I just Googled a bunch of questions to like get people to know me. So maybe I'll give that a shot, and like if I get enough questions, I can answer those questions, and if not, then like you'll never see that video from me until maybe eventually I do get enough questions on Instagram. But yeah, anyways, I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned something new about me, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye guys.